I think one of the big illusions about humanity is the idea that we've been sold. Is the idea that's been sold to us that anything you create is not part of nature, when in reality it is.
Black
It's like,
House Talk.
dude, if a monkey is,
These worlds are pretty freaking good that we have them. Like
it's all man-made.
we can live and all of that. But you find that most of the stuff isn't like biodegradable. Like old ass people, like we used to live in huts and move into like different parts. Like if there's a drought here, we move to another place.
No, so I'm not arguing against that. Yeah,
When we leave,
yeah.
Speaking to the mic.
like when we leave, after a few years, whatever we had built
Yeah.
goes into the ground. It's like, and it goes into
Nature takes
into
it back.
nature. Yes, nature takes it back.
Plants take back everything.
We've created
Except for
shit
plastic.
that like nature can't take back. Things like plastic, yeah.
Yeah, but
Things like
nature takes back
can't take-
everything but plastic. What?
Not necessarily.
Well, but because plastic is made in nature.
But you know, it's made by humans. It's still part of nature. But
Exactly.
what's interesting is the
Hello.
guys who went and created the bacteria that's supposed to
Eat up
up the
plastic.
And then that's kind of scary. Then you're like, okay, when this bacteria is done, what will it evolve to? What else will it eat? It's like, okay, can you predict how it's going to evolve, etc., etc. But literally, we are a part of nature, bro, and everything we create. Yes, we do, but nothing within nature doesn't fuck with nature. It's just that we're doing it at a bigger scale. And I'm not trying to justify the shit that we've been doing as humans, but we're fucking up on a bigger scale than, you know, lions over hunting or whatever it is.
100%. We're with Thami Dlamini today. We're
Yeah.
back after a long while. Thank
Black House Talk, we back.
you. We're back.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how we doing. And it's normally the guitar, you know, but we're downgrading our instruments since COVID.
We're with,
What do you call it?
It's a shaker.
these shakers are specifically called chiquitas.
They call what?
Chiquitas.
Like girls.
Hey,
Chiquitas. And I just picture Bailey dancing with them.
100%. How are you doing, sir? Founder of Thami and Friends, our resident comedy hero, like Eklenwood, Morningside Air.
Yeah, we have a comedian with us today.
Thank you, sir. How are you? Thank you for coming through to the Black House Talk, Shandes. What you been up to, man?
Just enjoying comedy, bro. Like we've just been working.
So is comedy like what you do full time?
No, it's not. It's not what I.
Oh, so you weren't broke during lockdown?
Huh?
You weren't broke during lockdown.
I kind of was.
Why?
It was rough. It
You
was
didn't have a
rough.
job?
Comedy, right? Yeah, comedy.
I mean, no, but that's not his real job. I know this man. He's falling asleep on photo shoots while he was working.
How was lockdown for you as a comedian, though?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I think it was a very rough time, man.
Yeah.
You wanna get your like there's different types of comedy. So there's these comedians that online comedians, which is
Yeah.
really cool. They do like good skits and all of that. But then there's also the joy of performing in front of people. I think that's what stand-up comedy is. You know.
Yeah.
It's having.
And that's what
conversations.
resonates with you more.
Yeah. It's like you're having conversations with people. You're seeing new faces, other faces, and it's a good conversation. It's cool.
100%.
So have you been forced to engage with creating online content? And then,
Do you like it even?
Bruh, there's some really cool dudes that do stuff.
No, do you like creating online content? And have you found yourself looking at it?
I think it's about time I do, bro. I haven't really been looking at it.
Already.
No, I seriously.
there's like a bunch of 15-year-olds out there who would know you and would be like, Daddy, can I go to his gig? But you don't have TikTok, do you?
Do you have TikTok?
No,
Why not?
I don't know. Maybe it's like I'm like every other like old ass person who watches a TikTok on Instagram, bro. Like
but
Like we see TikTok videos on like Instagram, or they're sharing it on Facebook.
yeah.
Um,
But it's always weird, like as you get older, watching new platforms rock up. In the beginning, it's like, no, I'm too grown for this shit. And then as it goes along, you're like, man, I ain't too grown for this. I have to do
No,
it.
I don't
Look how
think-
much money this nigga making out there.
100%, man.
I don't think it's like being like a grown thing. It's like, right, just learning new technology. There's like new things. There's certain things that I like specifically want to learn. Like
Yeah.
learning TikTok, or maybe even developing, because in order for me to do TikTok properly, I've got to see what's actually out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I can't be doing Instagram and Facebook.
But you have
depends,
to.
though.
You have to, though.
No, it's not even like. I think it's because you're looking. It is a job, but you're doing it for a specific reason, right? Like when I've got videos, it's in my best interest to put them on Instagram if I want them to do. The best thing I can do is share it. So if you're saying you have this art form you have, there should be nothing really stopping you from just like distributing it on social media, because that's all it is. I think we come to social media with our own preconceived ideas of what it is to us, and then it stops us from doing things. And I'm saying this because I've seen it in myself, you know. So
Yeah.
it's like it's more, hey, do it, because it's like it's whatever. Nobody
Yeah, but
really
getting
cares.
out of your own head to actually do it sometimes is the most difficult thing.
Cool, dog. Like it's not easy. Cool, just to watch yourself fail is hard. Because
Yeah, because fundamentally, like anything that is new, right? It's scary, and in the beginning, you're gonna suck, you know, and like literally, just
Oh, sorry, Kash, but is it failing though?
it's
fail?
not failing. But
Can you
here's
fail
it.
from
Okay,
that-
cool.
In the greatest scheme of things,
your
it's not
what
failing.
failure is versus your brain has conditioned yourself to believe what failure is that you post this beautiful thing that you spend hours shooting and editing, and then you get like 50 views, right? So in your head, you're like, why the fuck am I doing this? That hurts. So it's like, and then you do this a couple of times over, and then it's like, so, but you carry on doing this and you improve the formula, and people respond. It's like, normally it takes on average about 3 years to build a business. And I imagine that with online stuff, people need to view it in the same way, where it's like, okay, cool, I'm going to start with one viewer. And it's
Because like what happens when I've seen some people where like they just had this one video that just blew up, and then people start going back and watching like all their old content.
yes.
That is
literally
literally the thing I preach about content. Is like, dude, just do it. The fact that you did it is an extra day off in the future for you. You don't know, and you compound it each video, each snippet, each upload, a business upload, one that is dedicated towards a goal, will help you in the long run, dude. Like it is Caesar. So you have to look at it as an investment, like as a business. It takes 3 years.
Yeah, it's marketing.
You then, why are my things not going after 3 years? Maybe because people don't market your shit. Go on other platforms, relook your formula continually. you know?
Yeah.
Always.
Like fundamentally, it's like the biggest thing about all these media things is it's the power of story, right? So there's this artist called Fred Again. You should check him out and just Fred Again.
Again.
Yeah.
Fred again.
Yeah. So yeah, Fred Again and again. So
Just
yeah.
remember Fred.
So when because I've been following him from when he had like 3,000 followers back then, all the
Ooh, I
way
found
down
him
to.
first.
Sure you did. I introduced you, nigga. But anyway.
Ooh, I found him first. I'm joking.
But anyway, so Fred, right? One thing he's been really good at is like, because I followed him on Instagram, and he'd always be posting like little snippets and bits and pieces of his actual personal life, right? And what I didn't know when I was following all of this is that he's going to be incorporating these little bits and pieces into his album. So it's like when he starts chopping up into a song, he'll post a snippet of that. It's like now he's created a story, a narrative. I am following, and I don't know that I'm invested now. So every time there's a little thing, I'm like, even if the song was just going to be, a good 6 out of 10, to me, it's going to feel like a 8, 9 out of 10 because of the fact that I've been part of the story from when it was nothing
tell a
all the way
story
down
about
to
it.
that. And all the way down to like his live performance. Like when I was the one on the rooftop, like I literally, the first time I was watching it, I had tears in my eyes. Like it's that emotive and powerful. He can vouch for it. Everybody in the office who I've put Fred again onto, is
He
like literally
played
they were
it
like,
and told he went to everybody's ears like, play, yo, check out this album. Yo, check out this album. Yo, check
And
out this album.
the-
One by one in the room for like a month.
so like literally it's like when
Did
Did you
this,
convert anybody?
the whole office now listens to Fred again. But it's literally because like once you see the live performance, and during the live performance he has like the original snippets of where, because like, literally it's called real life, right? Every single vocal outside
Actual
of a
life,
few
actual life.
actual life, every single vocal that's on the album is taken from snippets of actual real life. So voice notes from friends, random people on the street, and he's built this beautiful album from that. And it's emotional as hell once you realize where the backstory is. And like, yeah, CeeLo will share it, but that's
You
literally
got a song Kodak Black, Doug.
And that's one of my favorites, bro.
Yeah, I know, Doug.
Kodak.
And I can't believe it. I'll send you that one. It's like fun.
Well, that's Fred.
Yeah, Fred again. I was out my mind last year.
Hey.
Yeah, that's Kodak.
But then, like, so most of his stuff he does it through like Instagram. Like, do you follow?
That's
him?
one
Started
of
it.
his-
Now he's
yeah.
a full-on artist now. So he blew up like literally. He's
like Ed Sheeran got on TV. Like, my favorite producer is Fred again, and then
What?
Fred again is
Yeah, that's
now
a,
Fred again. It's not.
that's a major
again,
freaking
Fred,
cosign, bro. Just
Yeah, but the thing is that it's literally the power of story, though, because like literally involving an audience as you are building something, even if you yourself don't know where it's going, is such a powerful thing. Because like, that's like everybody's
see
invested.
it, but it's a real story.
Marvel can drop a
it's-
movie without a trailer and people will go.
yeah, I think what you're saying, it is like the power of story.
Yeah,
It's the power of story, because like I've seen a lot of artists that are the main thing is like building a community.
yeah.
It's not necessarily you would see, oh guys are just
I'm
we
the most
wanna-
amazing artist ever.
No. You have to build like a proper like following. Like some people don't even need to blow up.
Yeah,
Do you understand? Where they have a loyal.
I think that's where every artist,
Once
in some way, shape, or form, what they need to understand is that success is not blowing up. It's just enjoying what the fuck that you do, and yeah, you can eat. Yeah, well, like that's real success. Is that you feel like McDonald's, you got McDonald's, and you create like that success. I mean, we all have different perspectives of success, but I really feel like the closest way I could really truly describe success from what I've seen from the people I follow and through my life is that, when you got a roof over your head, you can get McDonald's whenever you want on a Tuesday. I'm like a 21.
Sure.
Sure,
case.
It's a Big Mac piece, super size.
Number bow,
Yeah,
number
well,
7.
last number. Excel,
you're still
yeah,
using numbers, bro.
I don't know the numbers, bro. I'm just
You're
saying
giving
the
away
Where's
age,
the
bro.
age?
Yeah, bro.
don't
I used to
know.
order the number 5.
I don't think I remember numbers, man. I missed that. I'm young.
I don't
From
know,
the
bro.
90s.
It's tough. I think I don't know. Do people ever have like they have McDonald's sober?
McDonald's. That
Like I think people McDonald's is
listen,
for, is
kids
for a
are
lot
not
of drunk
drunk.
people.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Well,
Kids can
if
burn
you-
through a
if you don't
McDonald's
have
burger in a
kids-
night.
if you don't have like kids, as a grown ass person, bro, like McDonald's, you've been drinking. There's no ways, bro.
Nah,
We are
dog.
going
Not
out because
always, bro.
People
Not
have
always.
McDonald's. People have McDonald's.
You
listen,
love that stuff.
I
as,
don't love it, but
as unhealthy as McDonald's fries are, they slap, man.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes I'm like,
if you don't have it all the time, you can actually have it like whenever you want.
yeah.
I don't know, bro. Like I just don't feel like I'm eating food when I.
100%. But
Like I just don't like. I need to feel like
your
you-
tongue is being
Ooh,
confused well enough.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's what it is. Like they spend time and millions to perfect this
The flavor,
thing,
the synthetic
thing that goes-
flavor.
My tongue isn't
and
adapted
touches
enough.
my tongue,
Eh?
and my stomach goes.
Look,
Yeah.
though, if your tongue is anti-fake food, great. Your palate is saving you. So let your palate make you live longer.
Yeah, we're
at least.
not condoning like
Yeah.
McDonald's. Yeah, no, it's bad for you, bro.
Okay, so like there's that video online where the
I'm not
guy
saying it's
packs
bad.
away.
Too much.
He
of
packs away
anything.
his McDonald's meal, and basically allows it to sit there for years, and it doesn't go off.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
So it's like,
I did see
if nature can't handle this shit, chances are your stomach can't really handle it either. So
Those fries, nothing happened. No mold, like nothing.
yeah,
Just stayed perfect. Did you see that thing?
I've seen it.
yeah, but it's also because of the pesticides that they use. Like the pesticides are really intense.
Not
But-
even
but-
when there's the chemicals to make the chips softer, the what to make them last longer. It's a combination of all of those
Yeah.
various chemicals. No, forget the pesticides. That's after they've been washed and put in before. Then after that, the oil that they use is different from your oil. It's got chemical, what that makes the oil last longer, and it's a whole bunch of layered stuff of so that it can last longer.
Yeah,
On its way to you at the
guess
store.
it's just like
that's what kills you.
even canola oil
Because
is not healthy.
It needs to keep a certain consistency. I don't think certain things that grow in a different part of the country or whatever would taste the same. Like,
Even bread, apparently, like the way like the normal bread, and I think most bread is just like you cool part of sugar. Every
Yeah.
like white bread is
Oh.
like boom.
Yeah,
White.
and you know
Sure,
I
right.
can't get full from white bread, man. Like white.
no, the fact is you can take a slice and fold it up into a ball.
Yeah,
Should tell you what are you eating, dude? Like honestly, if you that's like a ball, dog.
I'm against white bread,
What's not?
but number wings are uncommon. Some chips on some more road.
yeah, no, but yeah, man.
They rush it. Come on.
Slop chips and brown bread don't slap the same.
That's not a thing. Like I'll have like full whole wheat grain bread, bro, and I'm like, nah.
Aye.
Some chips, white bread, though. They cook. Yeah, well, sometimes you
Chocolate.
can, double trouble.
So like that's the stuff. Okay, are you guys don't have a sweet tooth, yeah?
Not anymore. I mean, I like sweets, but like
Like I'm talking like having cake.
I like a good cake, bro. But it's like I'm gonna have a good like
Having cake,
a slice
how
of
often
cake.
are we
Yeah,
talking?
yeah. How often?
Dude, that's cool. Got this something I like cake, boy. So I'll cake.
So you have an addiction?
That's a strong word.
No,
I have-
everybody's.
I have
No,
a
no, no,
love.
no,
I
no,
have
no.
a
Listen,
You're a
listen,
sugar
listen,
junkie.
listen.
I have a love.
Most
sugar
people are
junkie.
addicted to sugar, though.
Yeah.
I was like, to actually, I remember doing an diet diet, and the diet diet is like you basically cut out sugar, salt, and meat, right?
What is the Ayanda diet?
Ayahuasca.
Oh.
So now you actually don't realize how heavily addicted you are to these three foods up until you have to try and cut them out of your life. Like,
know how.
dude,
I know how
people are addicted to this ish.
I
And
remember
the thing is that
cutting out juice that was horrible.
when you come back to reincorporating them, and literally you take your first bite of anything that has salt, sugar, spices, you can literally feel it hitting your body as if it's some drug. And you're like, it hits you, the reality of it. You're like, this actually is a drug. And it's like, dude, people are addicted to sugar. And it's like, even when you get off sugar, and it's like, you always know, I mustn't go too far. There's a part of you that knows, like, yo, man, I've
Okay.
fallen.
Doing
It
it.
is.
So dude, you're telling me that in the last 20 years or so, we've gone from being people with like a sweet tooth to being straight up addicts.
No, but
So
not
sugar,
enough
like-
years ago, people like
No,
did
your
die.
whole life.
Okay,
From-
cool. So
From
it's like,
purity, dog.
Yeah,
From fucking purity, dog.
dog. Yeah, that's a gang load of sugar.
So before you're eating other things, it's already
your
in
your
sweet
body's
triad.
conditioned for it.
Yeah, sweet triad. So before you even become fully conscious, with I'm a thing, I'm self-aware. So
You're addicted,
You're
bruh.
addicted, dog. And then Koshago, sweetie, that everybody thinks kids like, because who even think kids like sweets? Yeah, well, it's like, oh, look at what the sweet does to the kids. Kids like it.
Yeah.
Dog, I've seen it firsthand, dog, giving a kid a sweet or chocolate and just how they go. It's a drug, dog. Sugar is a
Straight,
drug.
nah.
When you look at
Like,
kids,
these
you'll
kids
see
get,
how
like,
much is the
proper
drug.
hyperactive. Like they get crazy. Khona nje ngalesikhathi ongeke umnikeze ushukela ngoba ngeke asalala.
Yeah.
It's, you know,
Speaking
crazy,
about
man.
crazy, I mean, we're speaking on the comedian, but we're not talking about comedy. What? How's the circuit, man? Complete.
Yeah. Hey, let's talk about the Durban comedy scene.
Yeah.
Dude, I get surprised that people don't think that there's a proper comedy scene in Durban. Like, There's people have so many shows. People from outside. There's a Connie director, like it's an organization called FOSAC.
Yeah.
And they
Full sack.
FOSAC, Friends of South African
Okay,
Comedy.
spell that for me. Sorry.
Friends of South African
Okay,
Comedy.
cool.
They've been putting together like a few gigs in and around Durban. I also have a couple of shows that I'm doing with Thami and friends up at Capella. We do that like every first and last Tuesday. So,
Is Thami and Friends back now?
yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah,
So check it out.
Okay.
it's back
Every
Tuesday, right? Every
First and last Tuesday.
of the
so
month.
this coming event is Thami and Friends that you invited Prof to
That I've invited.
earlier. Is that a
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you prepare your sets, do you like, okay, you're gonna have 2 Tuesdays that you perform in this month.
Yes. Sir.
Do you recycle the same material or do you come out with new material every single time?
Well, I'm hosting,
Yeah.
so
Also, that's easier for
so
you.
no, I don't say it's easier.
Yeah.
Like you do wanna have material, but most of your job is
introducing?
no, not necessarily introducing. Like just speaking to the crowd. You
Keeping them warm.
Yeah, you're keeping everything like going. Like
What happens if somebody bombs and you have to like
then
come clean up the room?
yeah, that's exactly how you.
Like
That's
how do you
exactly
But how
handle
long?
that moment?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Prof. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna ask how long he's been doing it, but yeah.
Yeah, well, it's always gonna happen, bro. Like somebody's gonna bomb now and again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And cleaning it up isn't a problem. It's how we figure it out, and uyamngena lo muntu lo
Who just bombed.
bomb.
Yeah. Comedy, it's rough. It's rough.
No,
It's
nah,
rough.
also understand ukuthi we need to get people
Yeah.
laughing, bruh.
At your expense, we have to get them laughing. It's rough.
Cause you didn't do your job, nigga. Cause you had one job. You had
Bombing
one
is a part of
job.
comedy, especially in the early ages.
Oh my god.
You had
that's
one
so
job.
Like
scary.
this, it's impossible for you not to bomb
I
at some
know,
point.
I know.
Like,
It's
You-
like
you
not
can-
having
you know
a
what,
bad
like-
show.
What you were describing earlier, I started thinking about bombing, like how you're saying it. You take stuff and you put it out online, and
Yeah.
you get like 50 views, and then you're feeling like, oh shit, that's like
Yeah.
that was
I
terrible.
hate this shit,
No,
dog.
I hate this shit. In comedy, that shit happens live, and the people
Yeah.
are looking at you. They are here, right in front of you, bruh, and you are dying.
yeah,
A minute feels like freaking 10 minutes at least.
I know.
And you've got a 55-minute set, dog.
And you're like, shit, how long?
Dude,
Man,
like,
those lights ain't flashing yet. Like,
I'm telling you, like, if you just get there and you get off on the wrong foot and maybe your first joke doesn't land,
Yeah.
by the time your second joke doesn't land,
Hey.
yeah, well, most of you are going number 3. Yeah, well, most of you are going number 3. I'll be like, I'm bringing out my best. Kodwa manje usune pressure. You even running through your joke so fast. You're just trying to get to the laugh.
yeah. So what's the best thing to do? Well, okay, what techniques have you adopted over the years that
dude,
you've built that helped you when you realize that you're bombing? Like, is there a strategy flip? Is there anything?
There's no freaking some strategy. That's when you now need to go into like, nigga, you are funny, dog. You now gotta get out of your set and just fucking wing it, dog. You just start talking to people, jokes coming out of that. Like you need to now sort of
Like,
test your
Be witty,
your mind.
be on the
Yeah.
ball.
You just need to be on your ball, and then maybe just to show them that you're funny, and then you can go to your set again.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
know
cool.
what
That
I'm
makes
saying?
sense. That makes sense. And
So sometimes people lose like confidence, also expected a lot. So they even stop chatting off, like they just
Dog.
turn off their joke.
Dog.
I'm not laughing anymore. Yeah,
Hello, dude. Now, let me tell you the worst death. Well, like I think I've had a death where like people didn't like laugh. It was rough. I got angry at them for not laughing. It's wrongly crowd. Here's a crowd. Out of all these people, I'm not the one that's wrong.
it's the crowd's fault for not laughing.
These guys,
They're out to get
they
me.
should be laughing. They
Multiple
should be
suspects.
laughing. Like, no, that was hard. But Conale, bro, you did it at like a tavern.
Yeah.
I'm scared of
Wait, election.
like yeah.
Okay.
Of like tavern.
Just making sure, bro. White people got taverns too. Shit.
You know tavern. Like
Is that
Tavern
is that a
place.
scary place?
dog. La Payana. You know, maybe I went there the first time, dog, and I was there up on stage, you know. Well, didn't have a stage, but I was holding the mic. Right?
Yeah. You're at the platform.
And I'm at the platform, bruh, and I'm
Sure.
just kicking my shit, you know. And as I'm doing this, bruh, people are living their lives.
Not giving a fuck what's happening.
They are thriving. They are having the time of their lives.
Is this a
Without
paid?
me.
Is this a paid gig? Is this a paid gig? This is a paid gig.
What was it?
Tell the truth. You don't have to lie.
I'm not sure if he remembers. I'm not sure if he remembers.
Yeah.
Wait, at what point did you actually start getting paid for comedy? Though? After the first year, second year?
No, I don't think it's a. So yeah, there's people who just came through, who are just naturally and just popped off. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm
And,
saying you.
like
In terms of your journey, at what point did you start getting paid?
for a few months in, huh?
A few months in.
It wasn't.
Have you always like wanted to do this? Is that why you say is maybe like a like slide in? Because like very few people can say I started doing this here, and then a few months in, Zash. I mean,
Yeah, I wouldn't say like a few months in, Zasha. I think it's sometimes where if you're in a circuit, some people see you and they like your stuff, or they like your style. You don't know what it is, and they can start poking you. Do you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes it's, I don't know if you call it positioning yourself, bro. Like making sure with every time you go out, you're doing your best.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? You don't need to be like for like everyone.
You don't have to be everybody's cup of tea.
You do not have to be everybody's cup of tea because
don't have to be Kevin Hart.
Yeah. No, but okay. So, how long did it take you to find your style and your voice? Because, like, I imagine in the beginning,
I'm
like
still
you.
finding it, dog.
Yeah.
Like I think you only find it like when you like 10 years in or so. That's what most comedians.
And you're how many years in now?
4.
Jesus, you started comedy right in front of me, essentially.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
started
I thought you're already in it. I thought you're just like, oh, you also do that. That's cool. Because you don't just like start comedy and start an event, you know.
Yeah, no, it didn't happen like that.
Yeah, I know, but like in the blur of it, it looks like that because like it's long in your life, but it's 4 years, dude. It's nothing.
True.
It's a blink of an eye. It's like,
yeah, I think you always have these particular when you get in like where you want to be at a certain time and all of that, but all of it is like just about enjoying what it is that you're doing. Like, you shouldn't be putting time limits and things like that to your art. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, dude. Like,
it's also a way to get depressed, though.
Yeah.
Like, my goals haven't been accomplished after 2 years. Like,
my life isn't going the way it's supposed to. How's it supposed to? Who said that?
Dude, because like all it is at the end of the day is just like you just need to spend more time doing the shit that you love. Like, you're just putting time and investing in your art
craft
and in yourself.
It's hard to invest in yourself.
Yeah. So how do you go about building a set? Or is it an ever-evolving formula that you're working on in terms of building your set?
I think it's like an ever-evolving formula. Like sometimes jokes happen in front of you. Like I just think like things they just pop up, and maybe you just have an idea, and then you build that idea into a joke.
Yeah.
It's not like. Okay, some jokes just come naturally. Like I think I've had a joke that's just come in like.
Boom! It hit you.
Download it. Like I've had one where I just went out and I just thought about it, there and there, and it just evolved.
That's a fascinating.
So
that's crazy. Yeah.
So when you're preparing a set, is it like? do you like schedule time for yourself to sit down with yourself and be like, can I find something that's funny? Or is it a matter of going into the world and having a notepad in case you get struck with the funny, and when you've been struck enough funnies, then you create a set? Like
there's things that I'm there's habits that I've developed that are terrible now, which I should get back into. But recording. Now, when if you're driving and you just have an idea and you just
pick up the cell phone,
and you know, and then when you get home you can listen to it, and then it was a good idea for a joke, and now you can
expand on it.
Get that initial note in.
Yeah, because if you don't get it, then bro,
it disappears.
It's gone.
It's a symbol.
Dog, and with the ideas, bro, motherfuckers.
So your voice recording,
loyal. They ain't your friend, bro.
Your
Yeah.
voice
Chill
app,
around, huh?
Your voice recorder app has got a whole like live special now, I'm sure.
Dude, it's got a whole bunch of stuff. Some of it's also angzizo.
You're like, what the hell was I saying?
What is this?
Oh, your headphones are plugged in there. That's fucked up. Dog.
Well, yeah, but sometimes you have like a quick notes. I think like in my phone, I do have like certain ideas, some things that I just scribbled down.
Yeah.
I think I saw one of my other comedians, like my mentor, who's Calvin Goldstone.
Who?
He does a lot on his phone.
Who?
Calvin H. Goldstone.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you must like check him out.
I know him. I know that I know his face,
dude,
but I can't see his
just
face.
check out his stuff on YouTube for now, and then if you like that, he's much better live.
Think of Neil Green.
Much better live. Neil Green, yeah.
I think of Neil Green in my head. No, it's not him. Yeah, but yeah, I know the name.
Yeah, no. So, dude, what I'm saying, like ask him what he's doing, and he's doing like serious stuff, like work. You must just teach yourself to not. I don't want to be able to not use my phone just for social media. Calling, like, get energy to your notes and just write some stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It becomes an easier thing. Like if you have
like once you build the habit,
you keep your phone with that. No, it's something. Write a couple of things.
100%.
Yeah, it's fun. We phone yak.
Yeah. So if somebody wanted to get into stand-up comedy, how would you say they should go about it? Or because there's not stand-up comedy is like
in 2022.
Yeah, no, but it's in 2022. But it's weird because like if you want to be if you want to be a soccer player, like okay, cool. Like if you want to be a comedian, you can go study film. If you want to be if you want to be a filmmaker, you can go study film. If you want to be a comedian, you're like, where do I start?
Yeah, it's not a real job. Wait, yeah.
Well, yeah.
I wanted to
he
ask
said
that.
it.
I was like, how your parents feel about it? That's why I said that.
Bro, why do you have to bring that shit up?
Because it's funny.
In
go through it.
Where is it so?
Where's Manje Holadin?
Check us, man. Check us.
Yeah. So when do you even begin, like, to start to become a comedian with like all of these things happening around you, saying, I want to speak in front of people for a living?
Dude, first of all, you must know, Woodsy, you must be prepared to die painful deaths. You must be prepared to doubt yourself, like when you are driving back home. And you're
what the hell am I doing with my life?
Why?
Prof, you used to be a fucking...
Dude, if you guys have died, there's two of you. If you're driving together, the only thing you're just talking about is like, how was this joke? Today, no, nigga.
I want to ask, Prof.
Nigga, you died.
You used to be a comedian at some point in your life. What was your worst death? Do you remember what?
I think my worst death was probably in the hood. at Ozone
Sure.
in Soweto.
Yeah.
Because okay, so we'd spend a lot of time doing sets, but it's been dominantly in the burbs. So the Marosi energy and the white people energy is very different, and they respond to very different jokes versus Abotaki. So you get there and you're like, cool. I know my opener is strong, my closer is strong, everything else in between kind of holds. And you start with your shit, and it's like they ain't feeling you for shit. You're like, okay, everything else is going downhill from here. And it's like, dog, it was painful, bro. And you slowly, yeah?
The person who came after you, why figure
I know the people. Nah, fam. That's it. Yeah, and it's weird because I wanted to get on stage before people were drunk. And by the time I got on, people were drunk. And it's like, and I think with me is like, I think like Abotaki only have so much capacity for English. So it's like once a certain amount of alcohol is kicked in, and I was like, I ain't cartel.
I don't think it's the English. Everybody understands and speaks English now. I think it's things that they relate to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true though. It's true.
Right? Yeah, it's concepts. So
but
you have to speak about things that
are relevant.
In the world,
yeah.
So you coming in with like alien stuff to them, like if you got
coming with Chiquitas.
Coming with Chiquitas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, coming with punchline like Chiquita. I'm like Chiquita.
And you're like, nah, death.
Oh, that was supposed to be crap. It's a funny joke, bro. It's hilarious. It kills everywhere. It kills the morning side.
Yeah.
It kills the Capello.
Right now.
Not under the moon.
So that was my death.
Not to Dover's Lounge.
But I went back and I did kill it.
It's a lifestyle. Lifestyle, take us.
Lifestyle in the name. Silo's lifestyle, Thami's lifestyle.
But I did rework the set, or rework a set, and
based
went
on
back.
your bombing.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Like that's like we were doing the whole thing of we're trying to be on stage at least twice a week, like minimum. So it's like getting paid or not, it doesn't matter as long as we're getting comfortable with the idea of being on stage.
Kind of like you realize, I'm sure it becomes like a training too. Stage time
like,
is a training time.
Like I can imagine, like after COVID, after lockdown, getting back on stage, you must have been going through the anxiety again of like trying to build yourself up to be back on stage, and like getting comfortable and.
For me, it was different.
Okay, you both different then.
Can I tell you what it was?
Yeah.
Getting back on stage is something that I felt I really needed.
Yeah.
It was like
so you were like hungry for it.
I was just hungry. I'd been by myself having crazy thoughts. Like just,
and you're back here to share the crazy again.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You just go out there and things just flow. There's so much content, bro. We were coming from COVID. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's just so many things that you were seeing.
You survived Tiger King.
And and just being with people again. That alone. Performing just in front of people.
I think I'm ready. It's one thing I'm loving about like life right now is that shit's expensive, but at least the country's fucking open, man.
Straight up.
Yeah.
So it's like
we should never do another lockdown again.
I was always thinking that this is like a once in a lifetime event, and fuck, man, I hate that I'm living through it. It's horrible. I gotta, at the end of the masks, I'm like, this is horrible. And it's
Hey, Nami, I was definitely like that. And I was taking it out and all of that. But, bruh, I can safely say now, I'm ready for us to put masks back on, bro.
Why?
Dog, nigga. Over COVID, I developed crushes on certain ladies. Just certain people look better with their masks on, bro. Certain people.
So you're like, your eyes look good. Blame for me again.
I'd forgotten how Lisa looked. I saw her in the photo. I was like, oh my gosh, Lisa, our assistant. So she's been wearing a mask for 2 years now.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I saw her on Instagram. I was like, oh my gosh, that's her face. I haven't
Yeah.
seen it in so long.
Even
And some people look better with masks on, bro.
You're
People
rude.
have beautiful
You're
eyes.
rude.
No, how
The
am I rude if I
people
say
have-
people have beautiful
the
eyes?
People have beautiful eyes.
South Africans have beautiful eyes, definitely.
Mm.
Got them about 5 on masks to bring out the eyes more.
Yeah, also Kumula pen.
like, nah, keep it on, baby.
okay.
It's like,
Nothing lasts
I'm okay.
forever.
Listen, dude, do you understand how nice it is to see beautiful people?
100%.
It's like it's beautiful. I think it was a gig that I was at. I was having fun, dog. Like,
Yeah.
My friends, dog. You know, it's proper. But there was just something. You said, what? Something's missing. I'm sure you have people. I took a look around and.
there's no beautiful people.
Really?
I mean, there's nothing worse. There's nothing worse, bro, than
I'm like, nigga.
Selection,
Nigga.
like
I don't even need
universe.
Dog. We don't even need to do anything. We don't need to talk with these girls or whatever. Just
They must just be in their vicinity.
Okay.
It's cool. You meet a few people, yeah, it's fine. But like, just going out is seeing beautiful people.
100%.
Friendly and beautiful people. Friendly and beautiful.
Not just beautiful. It's like, hey, I have to take one night. Like, okay.
I think that's why IQ Banner's popping, bro. IQ Banner. I don't think I've been there.
I've never been to Cubana.
Summer's on a Friday.
Well,
Let's go to Cubana.
It's a social experiment, bro.
500 though.
What do you mean? What do you say?
500 for Cubana.
We probably have to get like a glass and it'll probably cost 80 rand there.
Okay, I'm gonna microdose if I'm gonna go.
It's red,
Go
dog.
there, get a
It's
bar.
red, dog.
Bar,
I don't
dog.
think I'll microdose in there, dog. It's red, right? Cubana's red.
Yeah.
Is the food any good?
It's dry food. It's drunk
Yeah.
people.
Shisinyam. It's a bougie shisinyam.
Everywhere really is a bougie
Yeah.
system. I've seen like when people really
Dude,
post
Marco,
food,
try. If there's booze, bruh.
yam, and it's glazy and it's barbecue sauce and it's like and onion rings.
When do you want to do this? You know, I mean, when do we want to do this,
we'll do it.
Tommy?
We'll do it. Hopefully before December, because I'm not doing it in December. I refuse to do it in December.
No, let's not do it in December.
December is
that's
a
it.
hazardous no time for me going to Cubana.
Here's a funny thing though. Then now you can even go midweek.
During the day.
Yeah, just did.
Yeah, good vibe. Good vibe. Because
It's crazy, bro.
yeah, no, in a one vibe.
Yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
Kusi baloyal in a crowd
In the crowd die,
community
the
yakho,
crowd
eh.
is loyal to Indow. On that bombshell, I see you, man. Tell me, where can people get a hold of you?
Yeah, man. You can get hold of me, Thami Dlamini on Instagram and on Facebook. Thami Dlamini. Yeah, not Thami Dlamini, Thami Dlamini.
Yeah. And what other comedy gigs are happening around Durban? Because it's not on the internet.
Who should people follow to find out?
You can follow Friends of Comedy. That's Fosac. Check out Carbon Goldstone. He puts in quite a few
Plug.
shows. Yeah, he's a. Well, there's like a few comedians.
Yeah.
Like there's people who put on like shows. Like you have comedians that like performing, and someone actually put on shows. Like they put their own
100%.
shows together. So those are the people I'm actually conscious. And Cyril Baska, you can check him out as well. Yeah.
Is there any open mics happening?
There is an open mic here at a place called Altitude.
Altitude.
Yeah, there's Altitude. You must check Altitude on
Properly writing jokes.
Maybe.
Got the writing
but
bug.
dude, like we can create an open mic.
Yeah.
Like, we just have speakers and whatever. Like, we just did one at Arrays at DUT. One of the speaker, whatever, and he has people there, and we just went and we.
Yeah, I guess it's setting up a mic and a speaker is way easier.
Sinazi pick collect.
Yeah,
it's
that's
very
like
easy than doing a whole band performance and shit.
Especially when we do the FM thing, it'll be sick.
Yeah. Dude, if you catch me and follow Thami and Friends as well on Facebook, Instagram.
Thami and friends.
Yeah,
Is there anything
'cause
that you're
we
working
do
on
two
that
things.
people need to look out for?
Nothing big right now. Just the shows is what's big. For me.
Everything you do is big, bro. What do you mean?
No, I'm saying nothing outlandish. It's just the Thami and friends. It's just that's what we're doing. Like, it's just,
I'm actually excited. Bro, what have you been working on since you've been away from podcasting? Anything?
Short films,
Yeah.
films.
Oh, yeah. Anything out that we should know about?
Oh yeah. Payback is out now, ne?
Yeah,
You can catch it on EVOD. Oh yeah, the ETV
ETV.
platform. Yeah, ETV did a terrible job of marketing. It's called Payback. It's like action,
It's an action film, proper
heist
edited.
Oh,
type
dope.
movie. Yeah,
dope.
directed by Zuko. Yeah,
Zugo not that. Shout out Zugo not
DOP
that.
is Justif De Jager. He's dope. Yeah, people check it out. EVOD.
Yes, Ivan. Awezi. Thank you. RadioDR.co.za. Deeply
Black
rooted
House Talk.
world. Man, bye.
Thank you for listening.
Cut at the end. Okay, then I'm done. Pardon? You can't see the
What's this? The camera.
So bro,
Yeah.
you got flicks that you.